What's up, everybody on YouTube? All my beautiful shooters and the rest of you fuckins, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing good. Me, I'm doing real good. Just got back from town for the second day in a row. Figured out to hop on live 1 minute and see what my boys was doing. Daniel with PapasPewPews, in case you didn't know, coming to you live from Waynesville, Georgia. Yeah, boy, I see that little short hit the old interwebs, and people was awful wondering why I was carrying around that kind of money. Now y'all know why I carry around 3 or 4 different pieces with me everywhere I go. Because I'm known for carrying around that kind of money. What's up, Paul Wiki? How are you doing, sir? But look here, Wick. What's up, Chris? Look here, Wick. Them red tips, these Hornady blacks that I'm fixing to show you, them red tips out of this AK. Boy, look here, they don't play. I went and bought me a couple boxes of the Hornady black, and them red tips ain't no joke, bro. These right here. These right here. Them Hornady blacks right there. Man, look at here. Good Lord of mercy. Y'all see what's on the screen. I ain't got to tell y'all. This is how I traveled today. I had the 45. I had the AK loaded up, of course. I had those Citadel balls sitting beside me. Yes, sir. That's how we roll today. Yeah, them red tips ain't no joke, bruh. I looked at them red tips. I was like, hell to the yeah. Then I went and paid $2,500 worth of property tax. $2,500 for some property tax that I'm not even living on. What's up, Robert? Then I went and bought 2 more headlights for my truck because I busted them. And them were $150 a piece for the headlights. And I didn't have them all the way in the clip, so I guess going down the dirt road they popped out and they busted the glass. So that was a 150. That was $300 for 2 headlights. Are those real? Yes, sir. Toasty, they as real gets. And there's a lot more over here to the right of me in the safe. This is just what I took with me today. We got shotties. We got AKs. We got 1911s. We got 9 millis. We got 22s. We got a little bit of everything. And if I turn the camera this way, there's all kind of stuff in that safe right there. That's a safe packed full, and that's just one of the 3 safes. And we got some more stuff coming today that I ain't fixing to show y'all just yet. My wife screwed up, let me go to town with the money in my pocket. And y'all know I had to hit up that pawn shop. There might be one more something that I'm going to throw on by this afternoon. It might start with an S and end with an S, 3 letters. And it might be Russian. Red tip, 160 grain tracers. These are the, well, damn, I've got to, can you see it without me having to move without me having to touch anything? That's what they are. I don't know if you can see it or not. Because I kind of didn't think that too well when I set it down. Yes, sir, Robert, 100%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Old boy finally said he'd go ahead and give up his layaway that he had if I just take it over. And you know what? I told him I wouldn't take it over, but I'd pay it out. And I did so. So we might rock out with it in a little while. I got to figure a way to introduce that to the house. The wife knew about this one. She don't know about the other one. And the only thing she'll say is it's Christmas time. I keep buying all the Christmas presents. But I already know she's got the one thing for me. She's got that 357 lever action already. She's got that for me. So that's a good enough Christmas present. I told her to go get me a Seiko watch or something. She knows I like watches and I like cologne. There's plenty of little stuff she could buy me. I mess around, let her buy me a firearm. It might be the wrong thing. What's up, AT? But yeah, we chilling today, boys. We chilling. I'm gonna flip the camera just for a minute. Just for a minute so they can see what I'm doing. I don't want YouTube to think that I'm touching anything. They can see me and my hands are pretty much in the screen. All I'm doing is standing up for a minute to get my other pack of cigarettes. And maybe why not spray a little bit of cologne up. Oh, fuck. I had just shaved. Ooh, that burns. But it's good to see y'all today, man. Y'all double tap them screens. Let's get these likes up. We only got 3 likes, bro. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Let's get these numbers up, folks. Y'all can do it. Type shit. Thank you for stopping at the Quickie Mart. Yo, y'all seen my short with the 30 bands in the pity box? You got 4, brother. What you need? What you mean 4? I don't know, but I think I need a bigger wallet, guys. Look at this shit. I think I need a bigger wallet. My wallet don't quite close. It's like Pac-Man. Y'all see my wallet being like Pac-Man? Show 7 likes. Yes, sir. I got 7 now, y'all. 37 people. Let's hit them likes. Hell yeah, bro. Let's do it. Hey, if nothing else, y'all drop some comments. I don't care what y'all do. Drop some comments. Enjoy yourselves. Hang out for a little while. Shit, hang out for a little while. I'll show y'all the guns again. You know what I'm saying? We got the AK out. We got the AR style 12 gauge. We got the old 1911 sitting there. And then, you know, I can't touch them, but I can flip over to the other safe and show y'all the Shield Plus sitting there on its little magnet. The old Maverick 88, the Henry Lever 22, the Axis 270 sitting there on the bipod. Couple 380s in the camouflage bag. Way back there's a couple pink Cricket 22s. But these are the main attraction today. Later on there'll be the SKS sitting up here. Once I figure out how to tell my wife I bought it. Yeah, what y'all carrying today? What y'all rocking with? Y'all know what I got on my side, don't you? What's up, Bear? Y'all know what I'm rocking on my side, don't you? I know it's going to trigger a lot of people. Papa rocking that Walther P22 in a high point holster with 3 15-round magazines and one in the head, makes it 16 shots. But we had that one in the bag. We had the big one sitting beside me in the seat, and we had this one sitting right there within arm's reach. So I think I was pretty covered, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. At work this morning, carried the car. Yes, sir, Robert. Yes, sir. I looked at the car today. I think it was a 9mm. Believe it or not, Chiefin, they don't allow us to talk cash, so we talk cheeseburgers. That was originally a budget platform. And you could get, back then, you could buy the Gerson 1911 for about $3.50 cheeseburgers. But now a lot was put into that. Custom grips, that's St. Jude, patron saint of lost causes. Everything in it has been reworked. Everything's custom. It's all Wilson Combat parts. So yeah, it's got a lot more in it. It's got the night sights on it, the True Glow night sights on it, but the custom St. Jude grips on a 1911. That was my sense of humor. That is the patron saint of lost causes on a freaking 45. Yes, sir. And then we're going to do some upgrades to the new AK and see what we can do to have some fun with it. I just went and shot it for the first time and I fell in love. Y'all should have told me they shoot so good, bro. I'd have been done had an AK. I'd have been done bought an AK. Paul, you should have told me. You should have told me what I've been missing all my life. And now I know. And St. Judas, big saint in Mexico. Yes, sir. So is Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte is another saint that you'll see me. Matter of fact, it's on my arm. And you also see me wear the pendant. Y'all look up what he's for. Santa Muerte. Got the Mac 9. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, thank y'all for stopping in, man. Y'all making my day. I'm rocking the 365X macro cover. You know what? They got my 229 that I traded for this stupid Canic. He's got it back in, and I'm gonna go get it today. I was a fool. I let somebody talk me into getting the Canic, and I was like, "Hey, you want to trade?" And I should have known when he jumped on that deal so fast that I was the one getting it in the end. You know what I'm saying? But I know now. I have learned from my ways. I have been exercised the demon type shit. I'm getting my SIG 229 back, in other words. The Glock 27 is a Glock. Nah, man. Get what you get, bro. Get what you like. What is up, Xavier? No, Robert, I didn't like the Canic. I got to be honest. They're literally, everybody knows I'm a Smith& Wesson fan. I have my Shield. I have the Shield X. Uh, that Canic to me just I don't know. I just don't like the ergonomics. I don't like nothing about that Canic. I don't like the trigger. Everybody talks about the trigger on a Canic. I don't like nothing about the Canic. I put 3 magazines through it, and it's going back. We're gonna do another swap, and yes, it's gonna cost me to get my 229 back. I might have to throw another 100 cheeseburgers on top of it. So I'm gonna lose out on the deal. Yeah, the only thing I got Glock is that 43, the 43X, and the 21. But we gonna get it together. Oh, y'all see my? Oh, y'all didn't see my shirt. Hold on. Tell y'all, man. Us Italians, we like the Hispanics. We big on the saints. Look at my. Look at my shirt. Let's see if I can get you to read it. It says blessing, and it says pray for my opponent across. Pray for the ops on the bottom of it. Yes, sir. Pray for the ops type shit. Type shit. Type shit. Let's go back to the guns and see if more people come in. They don't want to see my ugly ass face. They want to see the guns. My buddy has one in 40. Man, I like the Rock Island. Rock Island's put some nice stuff out. That's like the tea sauce. Out of box tea sauce, like this, but the tea sauce, that was also Turkish. They're both Turkish. But tea sauce is throwing out some badass pieces right now, like that tea sauce Raider. Look here, man. They working like a machine straight up out the box. Straight thugging. I'm always thugging, bro. I'm always thugging. I really was about that life for many years, but now I'm just a straight up just OG that lays back at the house and chills and makes sure the house is safe, kind of stuff. I see you made a new AK come. Yeah, bro, I just threw them on the bed because I had just come in and carried because I had to go get the grandbaby's medicine, my wife's medicine, my sugar meds. I had to get all that straight. Then I had to separate the money, pull all the receipts out, and file all the receipts for the property tax. Bear, them jokers charged me over 2 racks for a piece of property that I don't even live on, man. The hell wrong with them folks? Then I went started cleaning out my truck. My wife's been using my truck for over a year. I want to strangle my grandkids right now. There's candy gummy worms smashed into my seats. Them car seats set on top. Man, look here. I called my wife. She's still on the way to school. I said, if that brand new car, if that leather looks like my truck, I'm going to skin all y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button. Yes, sir, Robert. Let's pin that. That's the government, state, and local. Yes, sir. See here, but here we've got, okay, you got to pay the city tax, and then you got to pay the county tax, and then you pay the state tax, and it's all like one place. So they hit you 3 times for one piece of property. Most places will just say you got to pay your federal property tax or whatever, your government. No, they hit us a city tax, a county tax, and a state tax. So you get hit 3 times. I about fell out the damn door for a piece of property that I only have a well and septic tank. There's no light pole yet, and it's just a cleared piece of property. Right, they could come again. We just bent you over, no Vaseline. But that land's special though, because that was my mother-in-law and my father-in-law's, and when they passed away, I got it. But it was my father-in-law's first, and it always meant something to him, and I always promised I'd keep it in the family. So that's the piece of property that eventually one day we'll build a house on. Um, but it would put me back in Brunswick, Georgia, instead of Brantley County, where I live now. It would put me back like the county, not the city, but it put me in the county. I really don't want to do that at the moment. I like living out in the country. And before I could build anything, I'd have to sell this one and start over again. Actually, my shield's Smith and Wesson Shield Plus. I have the Smith and Wesson Shield X, and I have the Smith and Wesson Shield 45 ACP. But the one you see right here is my everyday, or was my everyday. I've been carrying the Walther P22, but that's the Shield Plus right there. And then that's the Axis 270. And right here's that big old long ass single barrel shotgun that goes all the way up to, well, I can't show you, but you see where the barrel ends right there. Then we have the old ugly Maverick 88. We have the Henry 22. We have the Pink Cricket 22s. We have a couple 380 pocket rockets. And on my side, well, y'all know what's there. Gotta go. Good seeing you guys. Yes, sir. I don't know who the hell this is. How dare people interrupt my live stream with a phone call? Hey, anything shield, bro? Nice. I don't know about in the 40 in the micro. It was your, yeah. I guess it still would fall in the micro as a 40. Um, I know in my 45 it shoots great. We got the 27, but I love the shields, man. That shield's got going on 7,000 rounds, and Bear was on the live stream I think the other day when I broke it apart to clean it. I didn't realize it had gotten so dirty. I'd been over 1,600 rounds since I cleaned it, and it was still operating, spitting every round out. It don't matter what kind of ammo you use or nothing. See, that's why I like it, Robert. I like the thin grip compared to the thick. That's why I don't carry my 21. I don't like that thick grip. Like Bear says, I got little hands, soft hands. That's it, soft hands. AK would look fire with that poly. I know, bro. Hell nah, Bear. I want the Wooks furniture. I done been looking at it. I want the Wooks furniture. That way, it's got the pick rails. It's got everything you already need. The M lock, all that. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. The iron sights on this Joker are dead on. Dead on. I took 375, about roughly 75, about 75 yard shots, three. Um, and all I had was a little Tide washing powder, liquid washing powder jug. All I had, I put all three of them into Tide. Yes, sir. I imagine you could have shot. Nah, see, that's one thing about us, Lisa Hall. We don't have bear in this area, not much. Most of your bear would be black bear, and they're back far enough in the swamps. They don't too much come around people. Um, Now we're more apt to get attacked by a rabid damn gator than we are a bear. That's like I found out we do got coyotes in this area, but you don't see them very often. They pretty much stay to themselves. Too many people out here got pit bulls that'll tear that ass up. So they stay away from the houses. Our biggest thing is rattlesnakes, cottonmouth moccasins. That's our two biggest immediate threats are the rattlesnakes and cottonmouths because them jokers will crawl up on your front doorstep. They'll get up into your house. You have to be careful around here about rattlesnakes. I bear hunted my uncle's property in Arkansas. See, I've never been on a bear hunt. Well, that's what I lost. I lost my first stepfather um, in Waycross, Georgia, to a rattlesnake bite. Well, technically, I lost him to cirrhosis of the liver. He was a bad drinker and he had cirrhosis. And he ran over, and what he would do, he'd kill rattlesnakes and he'd skin them and he'd sell the skin. Um, and he ran over one apparently, reached down to pick it up. It bit him, and when he went to the hospital, it set on the cirrhosis of the liver, and that's what took him off the planet. I don't see a single snake where I live because it's 20. Yeah, right now you're not going to. That's like us right now. It being cooler weather, they're all in like a hibernation state. Unless we have a warmer day. See, that's the thing about Georgia. Georgia will have cold days, and the snakes will go in like a hibernation mode. But then we'll get a week of like 70-degree weather, and they're out moving around again. So it's kind of crazy here. You have to really watch what you're doing. I got a baby cotton. Yeah, cottonmouth, man. Look here. But see, that's what a lot of people don't know either or realize. A lot of your snake bites are dry bites, unless it's a juvenile snake. A juvenile snake will inject all its venom with every strike. But a fully grown snake, he might tap you, but he knows if he uses that venom, he don't eat the rest of that month. So for the most part, most of your snake bites are dry bites, or they are in this area. Let me make sure I'm being specific on that. We've had dogs bitten, we've had people bitten, um, and they end up being dry bites. Remember when I was like 16, I was walking out my front door to go to school. As I opened the door, there was a rattlesnake. Oh, yes, sir. Well, that's like when I moved here, guys. No kidding. The same, my front door that I always tell people's open. I'd done been down them steps 3 or 4 times, and I went back to the truck to get the third um, bag of groceries to bring it in the house, and right there on my second step, coiled up was a little timber rattler. That's why there's a bullet hole in my in my porch step. Because the first thing I did was pop him right in the head. But a lot of our issue, my vacant lot beside me that I own is all palmetto bushes. And rattlesnakes love to get up in there because of palmetto berries and stuff like that. And the little animals that come and they got them a quick meal. I got to get the skid steer out here one weekend and clear off this extra plot I have. And then we're going to privacy fence it off. It's already got a wire fence all the way around it, but I want a privacy fence. What's up, Betty, Betty, Betty? Betty, Betty, guess what I got? Betty, 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 guess what DFAX finally did? All right, Robert, appreciate it. Betty, 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 guess what DFAX it did? We still got to wait on everything to clear, but they sent me 4 checks. Four. How about paid my property tax in Brunswick? Jennifer now has a new car, paid for in cash. These are all boop noodles. They finally paid me my whole year's worth of back pay. Almost 40 grand. What's up, Brookside? Hey, we had a good crowd in here to start with, guys, didn't we? We had it going like the old days there for a few minutes, so we ought to have some views on this live stream. Type shit. I'm going back to my face for a minute. We going back to me for a minute. Look, Betty, I got the haircut. But yeah, I went ahead and got Jen a car, and I've been all morning trying to scrub my back seats where the kids decided to melt gummy worms. How the hell they melted gummy worms in my seat? I don't know. But there's gummy worms literally melted. My whole seat's covered. I'm either gonna have to find a way to scrub that out or get some seat covers. Betty, I got that AK-47 Reaper. Yo, 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 Reaper, here you go, bro. I got the bug. And I just went and got the SKS to go with it. The Russian SKS. I can't find a single snake in Moscow. We got them red tips rocking in the AK. We got them red tips. And then we got the 12 gauge. This is what rode with me today. I carried the Walther P22 on my side with 315 round mags, and then we carried that was sitting in the truck in the front, that was sitting in the back, and that's always in the bag. Dum, 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 dum. Betty, when you headed to Atlanta, ah yes, guns. What every single American has. Well, every single American don't have them, Lisa. That's a myth. A lot of us do. And I know y'all hear stories. We're crazy, gun owner. Nah, 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 nah. A lot of us are some of the most caring people you'll ever meet. We just love the firearms for the history, for the. I mean, there's a lot to it. Um, so a lot of what y'all hear in other countries really ain't what really goes on. I mean, you got idiots in every country. You know what I'm saying? You leaving in the morning? Holy shit. Okay. Break time, Monster and a Marlboro. Hey, bro, Red Bull and Marlboro. I'm ready. Let's go with the Red Bull. I'm sipping on the bull. Right here. Red Bull Blue. Cheers, mates. Another cheers. Well, Betty, when you get to the A, I need you to call me. I'm going to send you on a mission because you'll be in the correct place. I need you to call me, and I'm going to send you to two or three places, and I want you to check the prices. And I'll set you a budget. Make sure you're listening. I'm going to set you a budget. And when you get there, because things are way cheaper there, especially where I'm going to send you. And when you find something, you're going to call me and we're going to make the deal and we're going to see if we can't help you get back some wheels so you can drive around. Me and Jennifer done talked about it. But when you get to the A, let me know you're there. And I got a couple places I'm going to send you. It won't be nothing fancy, but it at least gets you around. The one I just got, Brookside, was nice. I just got one today. But what it is the pawn shop that I use, which is Mr. Pawn Depot. Y'all can look them up, Brunswick, Georgia, and they ship to your FFL. But anyway, he made me a heck of a deal. He had one personally that he had in the back room that he'd been paying on, but it's been over a year. And I ended up getting it basically for 7 cheeseburgers. Let's just say that. He had six left over on it. He let me pay it out, give him 100 on top of it. So I got a good deal for it, I think. Seven for Russian made SKS. I think I done pretty good. I can get you the date on it once I bring it to the house. I'll get you the date, but I do know it's a legitimate Russian. Um, I know it's a Russian SKS. You need to come see. Where? What are you talking about, Betty? Because I got the truck. And guess what, Betty? I got the headlights fixed the correct way. I just got to somehow manage to get all that shit out my back seat. Yeah, I will. I'll ride over. Pac-Man, Pac-Man. Ooh, yeah, right. You should have seen, boy, look here, Betty. It about got ugly at Truist Bank yesterday. Them folks didn't want to, not only were they telling me they weren't going to cash the check, but they tried to tell the state of Georgia, who owns all the accounts there, whether it be COAM, whether it be Georgia Lottery, all their money goes into Truist Bank. They're their largest account holder in the state of Georgia. They wanted to tell them they weren't going to do it. What is up, kablamo? Looky, looky. Looky, looky, kablamo. Mr. Ammo Magician himself has stepped in the building. I could bring you a smoke. Damn, always wanting something. So now I'm gonna be the plug, right? You were always bringing me cigarettes and Red Bull, so now I gotta be the plug. One chaotic, crazy friends that would legit throw a book in my face. Oh, I got a bunch of wild friends too. They wouldn't throw a book at me, but they damn sure keep life interesting. I can tell you that. I got one that likes to set cars on fire and then get hit by other cars. Well, I got several of them. My wife likes to tear shit up too, and I just bought her a Buick something or another. I don't even remember the damn name of it. It's nice though. All leather, wood interior. It was nice to be able to walk in and just pay cash for it. But Betty, it was wild. I'm gonna tell the story again. I had just went to DPAX 3 days ago because my TANF was still off. They got it fixed and they told me within 48 hours it'd be back on. I got home. I told you that lady was supposed to be coming, blah, blah, blah. They show up. I'm thinking they showed up wanting smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they're going to try to pull the children. No. They hugged my neck, told me they were proud that they had people like us that was taking kids in. I'm like, they're my grandkids. Of course I was going to take them in. And they hand me an envelope, and I called Jennifer when I opened the envelope. It was $9,680. And I said, I got a check for $9,680. I said, but it feels like there's a letter in here because it's a thick envelope. I kept pulling out check after check after check after check. All of it was 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, little under 40 grand total. Hey, I called DPAC so damn quick because once they start paying me, I was supposed to cancel all the so-called help they were giving me. So I called them. I said, "Remember me? I just left there." The lady said, "Yeah." I said, "Forget about it. Cancel, cancel. Turn it all off." That was something else. I'm gonna show y'all. Show y'all how difficult the bank was. This is why I don't do banking, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it back on me so they can see I'm not touching a gun. I'm touching my bag. My bag. There's no firearms, guys. See it? It's my bag. I'm just pulling out a receipt. All I'm pulling out is a receipt right here. Y'all see this? I'm just pulling out receipt. No firearms. Y'all saw that, right? Wasn't touching nothing I wasn't supposed to. I don't need to pull out my property. Where the hell did it go? I just had it. I was going to show y'all this stupid little receipt. Maybe it is in here. No, I think it's in the truck. Shit. Well, that sucks. Anyway, there was a receipt that was attached to the, or pay stub that was attached to the check. And I don't know if y'all know this, but anytime you cash anything more than $9,999, they have to report you to the IRS, and you have to prove where you got the money. Then they ask you stuff like, "What do you do for a living?" Little stuff. And I'm sitting here like, lady, it's still attached. You can look and see it came from DFAX, the state of Georgia. But they were trying to not pay me because they were like, oh, well, we don't see where you have a job and why you have this money. Blase Skip. And I'm like, I got a full time job. It's called taking care of foster kids. 2-8 away. What is up, fellas? Thank y'all. Focus. What's up? Focus, look. Papa got the AK. Betty really gonna make me leave my house, drive halfway across the damn country to bring her a pack of cigarettes. Okay. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. The only thing I gotta find out, because this was basically reimbursing what I've already spent through my receipts, my provable stuff. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs, right? But I gotta find out if that affects my taxes. I don't know if I'm supposed to claim that, not claim that. Nobody can tell me. I done called DFAX. I done called Jackson Hewitt. Can't none of them fuckers tell me nothing. So I guess I'll just take the little things, the little statements, and come tax time see if that's going to count. Because technically it's money that I've already spent. I know. She would for me in a heartbeat. Moist Beans, what's up? Yeah, bro, I pay taxes, bro. Now, that's one thing. Even when I was in the illegal industry, I still paid my taxes because I didn't want to be like some of my Italian descendants and end up in income tax evasion. I always pay taxes. Gun possession of millions, especially rival, right? Bow chicka wow wow. I've never worked, so I don't make enough to pay taxes. Technically, taxes pay me. Thanks everyone for keeping me alive, right? Well, see, I'm disabled, so I no longer do. When they put them stents in my heart and they put me as palatable care, one step under hospice, they wasn't expecting Papa to lose 200 pounds and take that shit serious. When that doctor said, I don't give you no more than 6 months, I took that shit serious. As Betty, I used to be a big old boy. I lost 200 pounds. I got healthy and I got them all scratching their heads. Not talking about why that fucker still here. Fooled them. Death gonna catch me. It better run fast. You were born disabled. Yes, bro. Some people do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being disabled and having to get a check. There's nothing wrong with that. It's these fuckers that really could go out and do other things if they could, and no, instead they want to draw that money and then go work jobs under the table and stuff like that. Which, if you're disabled and you're drawing an income, you already know you have to work under the table because they don't give you enough to live on. They don't give you enough to live on. Not with today's. Nope. Their little cola adjustment they do every year, 2.5%. That equivalent about $79 a year that you get a raise, and then they raise your what your insurance that you have that comes out of your check. Yeah, they raise that, so it ends up you lose money every year. You don't gain. I would rather work. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's me, Moist Beans. I'm to the point now. I'm about ready to say, hey, y'all take this. Let me go back to work. Let me go do me. Because like I said, other than the feet issues that I still have and the fact, my neck and my back. But hell, I had convenience stores for 2 years. Let me go back to work. Um, Let me go back to running my little ding ding gambling machines because I make good money doing that. Let me go back to doing something, and then when I need y'all, I'll call y'all again, type shit. But that's the problem. If you're honest and you give your disability back, it takes you another 2 3 years to get it back. It's not like you call them and say, "Well, I had another heart attack. I'm disabled again." No, then they're gonna try to wait you out all over again. That's how they do it. Yeah, 325. Hey, bro, look, no kidding. Let me show you something. I'm gonna take you for a walk with me. No kidding. They messed up my insurance last December. I went December, January, and February. I had worked hard to get from a 12 on my A1C back down to a 7. Um, they messed up my medicine. I went 3 months without any sugar medicine. My sugar jumped up to 900, 950, and 975. This one thing I'm fixing to show you is like $1,500 a month if you got to pay for it out of your pocket. Right here. Just right here alone is $1,500 a month. That's one shot a week. That's one shot a week times 4. That's $1,500 if you don't have insurance. And then I have the smaller ones, the rescue pins by Duron or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Not by Duron. Oh shit, I can't remember what they're called. But I have 2 smaller ones that I could take if my sugar's high and I need a rescue. But I don't ever need them anymore. And then I take 3 sugar pills a day. I take the metformin 3 times a day. Then I take the Actose and the Faraxa. She's the next. My lady takes that. I don't like the Ozempic because it bloats you. I guess now that I've lost the weight, I take 2 milligrams a week. 2 milligrams a week, and when you take that, it's got hella side effects. I don't want to eat. I have to force myself to eat because they give it to people who's overweight also. And now that the sugar's back under control, it just seems, I don't know, it seems to give me a hard time. And when I take it on Sundays, when I take it, that's why you don't hear from me much on Sunday. I get hella side effects, stomach aches, um, can't leave the bathroom, that kind of thing. But a feeding tube without, yes sir, that shit's expensive. When you start talking about feeding tubes, hell, not only that, but the stuff that goes into feeding tube. When you start buying that Insure or Equate, and you're buying that shit enough to keep your ass alive, man, look here, that's pricey. I'm 100 pounds, so I love to gain 40 pounds. Just don't work. Yeah, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Well, that's me now. I burn 3,000 calories sitting still. My shit started working overtime. When they put them stents in my heart, and I know we joke about a lot of stuff, but I want to share something with the guys listening right now. Literally, if you have to get them little blue pills, y'all know what I mean. If y'all have to get them little blue pills and stuff like that, hey, go see a heart doctor. Trust me when I tell you, go see a heart doctor. Because when they put them stents in your shit, you be like a teenager again. Be like Thumper, pop, 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 type shit. Because all that is a blood flow issue. Ask me how I know. Man, I got them stents in my heart, and I was like a teenager for real. I remember after I got them stents and I recovered, about 4 or 5 weeks after it, we started walking a mile and a half a day. My wife and I. Then we started walking to Lanier Bridge, which is a big extended suspension bridge, and I was doing things at 47 that I wasn't able to do in my late 20s. Um, like walking a mile would be out of the question at like 27, 28 years old. I couldn't do it. I'd be out of breath. Oh no, believe it or not, my surgery, bro, they went in right here through the wrist. They went in through my wrist. I was awake. They kept me awake. They went in. It went in through my heart. I felt it when he hit the first clog. He did this number here. It popped. He installed the stent. Then they went into the other valve. He did this number again. It popped. He installed the stent back right out. The scars I have from surgery go from right here. You can see it if I move close enough. It goes from right here all the way around to right here. That's where I went through the windshield of a school bus because of a drunk driver hit the bus as I was getting off the bus. And it cut me from right here. That was 18 surgeries total. And then I've got scars in my stomach area. I've got gunshot on my leg and in my wrist. Or my elbow, because that's where it came out. Oh yeah, science is crazy. Now my mother-in-law for her heart surgery, they went in and they literally had to bust a rib cage because they did open heart surgery. They went all the way down, busted her ribs and her chest open. It was a 17-hour surgery. They put a valve from a basically a pig in her chest, and she was doing great till she caught that COVID a couple years later, and they gave her the comfort pack and took her off the planet. Oh, bro, I've been through a lot. Fell 17 feet. I got a bone in this neck on this side and a bone on this side that I broke both bones and they fused together wrong. Um, that gives me a lot of trouble because I now have rheumatoid. That's it, rheumatoid arthritis. I have it in my hands and I have it in my neck. Like my hand, no shit. Look, how most people can extend their pinky. Look, my pinky won't extend. That's as far as it goes. It won't bend. It won't extend. That's why I don't fuck with the Glock. Yeah, if you're having a bad day, it does. Um, that's why I practice a lot one-handed. If you're having a bad day, a bad flare up or whatever, yeah, it makes it hard to shoot. That's why I like stuff like the Smith and Wessons and stuff like that that have the smaller grips. What's up, Aaron Young? We'll swap it back to the guns for a minute. I just keep swapping to me because I want YouTube to see that I'm not touching anything that I'm not supposed to be touching. Everything's away from me. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. But yeah, I'll tell y'all stories, man. I've lived a hell of a life. I've done some. I tell people all the time, I've lived a life most 70-year-olds can't. I've counted more money than one can count. I mean, um, had successful businesses, failing businesses. Yeah, neuropathy. My neuropathy is so bad they now call it sock syndrome. Mine's not only the bottom of my feet and my hands. Mine now run the bottom of my feet halfway up my calves. I want to see them gun grips and scales. In the oh yeah, no problem. Hold on. Let me turn the light on for you. That's the St. Jude patron saint of lost causes. And there's the night sight. That's the True Glow. Yeah, True Glow. Yeah, True. Hang on. True Glow sights. Make sure I'm not lying to y'all. Hold on. Because this ain't touching firearms. These. I got that pack that I just showed you there is for the Shield Plus. I just haven't put them on yet. That is Saint Jude, the patron saint of lost causes. Saint Jude. If you see me, I'm big on saints. I've got a saint on my shirt. Well, I got Mary on my shirt, and then I've got Santa Morte, Saint Christopher, the patron saint of travelers and cab drivers, because I was a cab driver for years. You have those on your G19 and G45. Hell yeah, I love them sights, bro. I love them sights. And it makes you. Now, I usually keep my rear sight blacked out, and I'll put a True Glow on the front sight because it lets you acquire your target. To me, it's just I just pick up on it better. But I don't mind the fiber optics either. I've got a few that's got the fiber optics, and I like them too. Because I keep low light situation in my house anyway. My whole house, I have shit like this right here. I'm fixing to show you. I have a low light system in my whole house. Stuff like that right there. So I'm never in a completely blacked out situation. So I can see you even if you can't see me. Because of the kids, the kids don't like it pitch black. So we have them lights all through my house. Get the MCK. Okay. What's up, Bruce? I put night sights on all my CPUs. Yes, sir. Um, well, see, that's like Glock, man. A lot of people fuss about the factory Glock sights. That's the one thing I love about Glock. I love their. I just seem to acquire my target better with them Glock sights. Lights up when I'm asleep. And see, bro, that feeding tube ain't no joke, man. The last 4 months of my father-in-law's life, I I came out from having stents put in my heart, went straight to his house, and I took care of him 24/7 the last 4 months of his life. And that feeding tube was a pain in the ass. And you always got to make sure everything's clean and sterile. What's up, Desert Armory, my brother? We just out here playing, Desert Armor. Just out here playing. We had a really good live, bro. We had like 40 something people in here. And it died off there, but you know what? We still had 40 something people. I ain't seen that in months. Months. So I could find a dot faster, have trouble finding a dot without seeing the front sight. And see, that's me. A lot of people will shut one of their eyes. No, I keep both eyes open. So to be able to pick up that front post with both eyes open. Oh yeah, I just got it, right? And I got an SKS over here, but yeah, it's not too bad when I can do it myself. Right. Yep, got the AK, right? And got the Russian SKS that I'll have on here in a little while. Oh yeah, Desert. It's been bad, bro. But here's what's funny, and even J Dog was like, "Damn, this is crazy." Um, my views on yesterday's live, like 100 people, right? But my watch time was 14 freaking minutes. That was my watch duration. 14 minutes. My Lady Shield Plus has tritium sights and a dot with a code. Yes, sir. You use duct tape or electrical tape. I like duct tape. I like that Gorilla tape. That's my favorite. Gorilla tape. Yeah, well, see, that still helps, though, Jerome. Them watch hours help. But see, you're already monetized, so you need the people, not the watch hours. Me, I'm 99 watch hours away from being monetized. And that don't sound like much, but when you're only seeing 60 views when you were getting 20,000 views, that's kind of crazy. I'm sitting here and it's like moving up 1 and 2 watch hours a day, and I need 99. I'm like, damn, let's get this up, get it over with, and then y'all do what y'all want to do. Oh yeah, it'll be on my Twitch later. I'm gonna do a Twitch later this afternoon. We got J Dog over on Twitch now. Jerome, I know he subbed to me and he was looking for you, because I told him you were over there, and I told him Wick was over there, but he got his activated this morning, so he's over on. He'll be over on Twitch also. There's Raj. There she sits, right there in all her glory. Yo, baby, sitting right there. But today, Jerome, I have a feeling I'm at least I'm from looking at no point have I dropped low on the views. So I'm hoping I got at least 600 watches on this live. I hope. Yeah, he didn't want to at first, but I told him it's a lot easier to do it. You could go live a lot faster because if you're not changing the title, you ain't got to type all that stuff out. You just hit go live and boom, you're live. And yes, it's just like YouTube, but look, think about it. I go live on Twitch, I'll get 10, 15 people watching. Here, the past month, we've been getting 10, 15 people watching. So, I mean, and J-Dog plays video games, and that's what Twitch is mostly for, is like video games. So, I mean, shit, he go over there and have a good live. He'd get him a good crowd. Now, 2 babies. Yes, sir. This one here, I did not get my wasser because when I went to pick up the wasser, right about there, it was cracked all the way across. I can't touch it to show you. I have to show you on Twitch. It was cracked all the way across, and the safety was just flopping up and down. It had no tension to it at all. I know now that that would have been easy fixes, but I didn't want to pay full price for something that had damages. It didn't have damages when I put it on layaway, So only thing I can figure is they dropped it, broke it, tried to fix it, thinking I wouldn't catch it. But I'm the type when I get something, I'm gonna sit in the store and look at it and make sure everything's there before I walk out with it. So when I showed him what was wrong, he was like, "Well, I got this one. I'll knock off 200 cheeseburgers on it." And then I ended up getting a Sig Rose for my wife's Christmas present. I got her a Sig Rose 9 millimeter. Almost got to 380, but she said she wanted a 9. And then I bought her a car yesterday. So she got a car and a Sig Rose. Spam risk. Spam risk. We got to go back to work. Yes, sir, Bear. Thank you for stopping in, bro. Salute. We will see you on the next live, bro. At this point, I'm just riding out for a few minutes. Candy cane, it's been 3 years. Betty, you still on here? Just added Papa. What's Jerome's channel? I think it's the same. Jerome, are you in here where you can add your Twitch? I think it's the same though, Bruce. Anybody else who has a Twitch, if y'all go ahead and drop your handle so everybody can go to your channel. All right, his is Desert Armory and More, all in lowercase. Bruce and Paul's is Paulie Lake on Twitch. That's the ones I have memorized off the top of my head. And I was told that Ken Rod's over there now too. I don't know who these people are. I left my phone off Do Not Disturb. Now everybody calling. What's he call it now? I don't know. I haven't seen his yet, so I'm not sure on that one. 5-inch barrel, the old school. Yes, sir. Haven't done one yet, but I'll run it soon. Wick, just let me know. And that's one thing I can say about over there. His Polly Lake, bro, is Paul, drop your Twitch, please, because Jerome's saying he can't find you. But that's one thing I like about Twitch. They sending everybody You're getting the notifications. They're not playing the games that's being played here. My only problem was a couple of y'all went kind of late after I went to sleep, so I missed y'all's lives. But I think it's at Paulie Lake. Bruce Banner Legend. I'll type yours in as soon as I get off of here. Moist Beans, I will go check out. Did you sub this morning, Moist Beans, or did you just do it now? Because I subbed back to 2 when we were talking about it this morning on the live. I had 2 people sub, and I subbed back or followed back immediately. But yeah, I'll get you, Bruce, as soon as I get off this live stream. I'll go over to Twitch, find you, sub to your channel. Yep, I got you already. Moist. I already got you. And I haven't went live over there for about 2 days because I've been messing with YouTube, and then I've had a lot going on here with getting everything squared away, paying all the bills and everything else. You found Bruce, no problem. First follower him. Okay, I'll get him as soon as I get off live. Yeah, Paulie Lake. Who said they couldn't find Paul? Was it you, Jerome? But his is Paulie Lake. I think he was the first one I found. I'm also the same name on Rumble if y'all mess with Rumble. Maybe I could do music streams without getting copy. Hey, that's the only thing I have not seen. I have read through all their rules and regulations. I do not see anything about copyrighted music. I have not tried my luck over there, but I do not see anything about us playing music over there. Paul, find Jerome and follow his channel, and it'll send him a notice you did, and he can follow you back. That'd probably be the easier way to do it. Cause it does act crazy, like with J Dogs. It took me 2 tries to find him, um, and then I found him, and was able to follow him. Play guitar, bass together. That would be cool, bro. Must be. See, I love stuff like that. That takes me back to my childhood. My dad and all his friends used to get together and they'd pick, and I'd sit there and lay there on the. I'd lay there on the couch and listen to them write songs and pick all night long and stuff like that, bro. I could lay there and just relax, listen to somebody with a banjo, a fiddle, or a guitar, and just let them play. But yeah, guys, it has been a wonderful couple of days. Been busy. Um, I'm burning up the roads. I got my truck back finally. Guess I need to download Twitch, right? Right, Betty. I was wondering if you were still on here. My lady be old souls. I am. Well, yes, sir. You talking about old souls? The other day, I got stuck on that Jimmy Buffett "Pirate Looks at 40" because that's one of my favorite songs. I always say I was born 200 years too late. I was born in the wrong time frame. Oh, it says Citadel. That's that Citadel Boss 25. And Paulie Mike too. I deleted the pinned message by accident. What pinned message, bro? Oh, I ain't worried about that, bro. I ain't worried about that. Don't worry about that, Bruce. We'll pin another one. This we already an hour or two, bro. We've been an hour and 2 minutes. I ain't worried about no pin. Okay, it says you already follow. That's why it says you already follow him, Jerome. Oh, it's Bruce. Because if you already follow him, it's not going to show up on your search. You have to go to another. I forget what button it is, but you hit your followers, and it'll tell you all your followers, and then you can sub to them from there. Um, the G Force is a clone of that. Yes, it is. It is 2A. This one here was kind of irritating at first. I'm not going to cap. This is the first firearm I ever owned that I actually had to go through the whole break-in period, but a lot of it was that magazine. That magazine, mine wasn't stovepiping or anything like that. Mine was just actually not picking up the shell, putting it into the firearm. And what it was the magazine would not rock all the way back. I'd have to manually rock it back with my hand, and it would feed right in. And after I got through my break-in period, it sits in there like it's supposed to now, and it feeds every shot. I can even shoot. It tells you to shoot nothing less than 1,300 feet per second, but I've actually got a couple magazines now of that Walmart birdshot, and I got it to run with no problem. But now, what's in it now is that Hornady double aught rocking 1,600 feet per second because it's set up for more home defense than it is anything. Because me, home defense, I wouldn't grab that. I would grab the shotgun. As far as inside, let me rephrase that inside. Yeah, Twitch has a few glitches, and sometimes you got to search several times to find what you're looking for. But I'm sure they'll work it out. And it's nice to have a second place to stream. Instagram wants a thousand followers before you can go live on Insta. Facebook, I think the same thing. I'm not sure how much you need to go live on Facebook. But I'm monetized on Facebook. And what's funny about that, I've been putting my gun content on Facebook and they've not banned me, marked me, striked me, nothing. Yeah, the G Force, hey, and Bruce will tell you them bullpups, bro, them Turkroffs, they're nice too. But once again, you got to run hot ammo. But if you're using it for home defense, you want hot ammo anyway. Yeah, Paul, that's what I'm saying. A lot of folks got monetized. I got monetized on Rumble and Facebook. I had no clue. I went over there one day to check my messengers because one of y'all had sent me a message, and I went to Facebook, and it says, "Congratulations, you need to take advantage of the monetization." And I clicked on it, and it showed me that I was monetized, the jewels, and all that kind of stuff. And like, wow, did not realize it. And then when I go over to Rumble, I hadn't been there in several months. All my videos that I do have up, it says monetized and it's showing commercials. I'm like, well, when were y'all going to tell me so I can get paid for what you showing commercials for? Top 2A Ken's Discord is your name for some reason. LOL 2A. No. See that I just got my Discord back, but I'm scared to use my Discord right now. I need to find one of y'all and get y'all to look at my Discord and tell me what you see before I make that public. Paul, see if you can find Bruce Banner and see what it says on him. Here's a Bruce Banner legendary. No, no, no. Too late. What I'm talking about is Paul and them had got me to do Discord, and it worked for one day, and then all of a sudden it kept telling me I needed to verify my email. Well, it took me about 2 months to get my Discord back. And when I got my Discord back, it had some freaky shit on there. It had a whole different person's name. It had a whole different email. It had a whole different all kind of stuff. Finally got through by going through my phone number, several emails back and forth to the Discord team. So I got my shit back, and I think I erased everything on my Discord, but I'm not sure, and I don't want anybody to see that shit unless it's because that's not popping. Y'all known me long enough to know what you might see on there wouldn't be me. So it had gotten hacked, and somebody was using it for some crazy shit. Yeah, well, that's when it happened, Moist Beans. Because like for instance, on the left hand side of the screen, it had a upside down pineapple. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm too stingy for shit like that, bro. But like I said, I had just set it up. It only worked for well, it wasn't even a whole day. I was still adding people, adding people, adding people, and all of a sudden it popped up and said, "You need to verify your email." And every time I try to verify my email, it would tell me my email already existed. And I finally got it back. And when I got it back, it had some weird shit on it. And I don't want to give that Discord out if something still exists. I think I deleted everything, but hell, I don't know. I'm new to the social media shit. But see, I have to be all capping and all joking aside. uh, upside down pineapple candy, that kind of stuff. Oh shit, demo, gotcha. But yeah, I have to be careful because I have to actually, if the state requests, I have to show them down to my search histories. You know what I'm saying? My search histories, my all my social media. I have to make all that available to the state if they request it. So I don't need any kind of crazy stuff on it. They know I do gun content. They don't mind that because they know that I don't have the kids handling firearms and stuff like that. Um, but I don't need no kind of crazy shit on my social media or my search histories or anything else. So that's why I was funny about that. Reaper. Hey man, I love it. I love it. I went and shot it for the first time this morning. I didn't shoot but a couple of shots, but good God, I love it. Now I want to get rid of the plastic mag. I'm not a big fan of plastic mags. I went to Academy. They had no magazines. My local shop that I go to, he had none. So I guess I'm gonna have to order some metal mags. Or these may be fine. I'm just every other firearm I've ever used plastic mags on, they just seem to take a shit on me. They make those US palm mags with a metal lip. They're a little more durable. Where do I find them at, Reaper? Keep in mind I know nothing about AK, so I'm learning here. I do like the Pro Mags are our Pro Mags any good. PSA got good. Okay, okay. I know about PSA. I'll go look over there here in a little while. Um, I do know that the Wooks furniture they've got for this looks fire. You got the pick rails. You got the M lock. Um, got a little compartment back here. Um, I like the Wooks furniture that I see for this. I have a couple eyes on a couple things, so I might get something new for Christmas or New Year's. There you go. I have Pro Mag US Palm, and I have a gotcha, gotcha. Because this is the what is it? VSAK or VSK or whatever. Anyway, that's what this one is. The Century Arms. 15 rounds. Hey, that ain't bad. I got like 7 mags with US Palm. Yeah, see, I want at least four. I want at least 4 mags. Anything that I carry on a regular rotation, I gotta have at least 4 mags for. I don't like having to reload. Be like, hold on, Mr. Bad Guy, I gotta put some more in the magazine. No. Drop it, pop it, lock it, and rock it. But I do got to say that AK reloading wise, it reminds me of my 5.7. You just snap them right into place. They just pop right into place. I like reloading them a hell of a lot better than I do that damn shield. Push down, push in, push down, push in. Yeah, damn all that. That's what I'm saying. Snap it in, rag it in, or go to town. At damn 45, you better have good thumb pressure. But my 5.7 same way. Just pop them in. Fill the 20 rounds up. Keep it moving. That's the only thing I like about that damn 5.7 ragged Ruger bastard. Charge me 8 cheeseburgers and then automatically 2 weeks later drop them down to 4. What kind of shit was that? Ruger, why you do me that way? AKS, they are allowed. They do that. Yes, sir. And nowhere near the recall I thought it would be. I was quite surprised that it didn't have the recoil that I thought it would have. I'm definitely hooked. There's no shit, I'm hooked. I might have to go find me a little Drake now. That way it's got a little brother. The bait and switch. There you go. I tell you this, I like it better than the AR platform so far. Recoil surprise low. I think it's the weight. Yeah. How do I turn on messages and rewards? Ooh, Bruce, I'm not sure on that one. I don't think I've done that either. Or maybe I have. I'll go check mine and I'll hit you up on yours and tell you how. Because to find my messages, I have to go to a separate screen to see all my messages. Get my pork roast ready to eat dinner. Yes, sir. Pork roast. How you cooking your slow cooker? I've been learning more towards the AK platform. I love ARs too, but them AKs are just simple and different. Yes, yes. Like I said, I'm gonna go. It started raining naturally because it's supposed to rain here all day because it's South Georgia, and one day it's polar weather, and the next day it's monsoon season, and the next day it's summer type shit. Um, but long story short, if it ever stops raining, I'm gonna go shoot this because I bought an extra box of ammo. These Normas. I got 2 boxes of Norma. I was gonna run through them, and then I bought 2 boxes of these Hornady Black. So I'll keep the Hornady Black, and then was gonna run through these Normas and just I don't know get get a little bit of rounds through it. What's J Dogs? J Dogs is the only capital letter would be the C at the end, but it's J Dog Pimp Daddy C, all one word, but the C is capitalized, so it's J Dog Pimp Daddy C. Oh yeah, I'll do a video. Only reason I didn't do a video of the first shots this morning because it was literally pouring down rain, and I jumped out the truck, fired a couple shots, jumped back in the truck type shit, and came to the house. I just wanted to make sure that it operated. You know what I'm saying? And it's got the mine's got the little break there. Appears to be threaded. I just brought it home yesterday, took it out the box, loaded up the magazine, and this morning my plan was to go shoot it. Sounds like it's raining again. Damn it. I just want to go shoot. That's all I wanted to do. Which I could open my sliding glass door and shoot right out my back door. But that ain't as much fun. But then we're going to bring the SKS in and see what we can do with it too. Bruce, did you find J Dogs? When he wakes up, he's gonna be quite surprised that a lot of people done sub to him. Man, I feel so much better now that I got all that shit cut off my head. Man, I can't stand to have all that hair just hanging. Feels so much lighter with the high and tight. Got that old scraggly beard. I still got to take it down a little bit more. Let's walk through the door for a minute. I think it's raining. Let's see what the weather looks like, shall we? Ooh. I don't think it's raining, but it don't look too promising. This is what I'm looking like today. It's what I had to do is J Dog, just like you just did it. J Dog, Pimp Daddy, and the C is capitalized, and it won't pop up like it'll normally pop up a list of names. You hit search when you type it in, and then it'll pop up. That's what I had to do. But yeah, it's kind of nasty out here, but it ain't raining, so technically I could probably go fire some shots. And the wife will be home late because she going to Wally World to buy, because tomorrow's pajama party day at the school. So they're all going to buy matching pajamas so they could do pajama day party because it's the last day of school until January. Y'all pray for me. See, right, Betty? And you won't be here to help. I know. So if y'all don't hear from me for a few days, just know I'm duct taped in a closet somewhere. Send help. Y'all know little Miss Bing Bop Boom 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 Bop Bam gonna have something to do. I was talking to J Dog on Insta this morning with voice message back and forth, and she come in here thinking it was one of the lives. So I know J Dog got a Bing Bop Boom 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 Bop Bam on his message. Still nope. It was J Dog Pimp Daddy C. Yeah, that's what it is. J Dog. Well, try doing the C lowercase. Yeah, because I was able to set you as a mod. I was able to set. I think you're the only one I was able to set as a mod. No, Bear. I think I was able to set you and Bear. Because I was still trying to figure out how to get there. And I found it the one time, so I was able to do you and do Bear by searching y'all's names. Um, and I was able to mod you up that way. But I think I know how to do that now. But the funny thing, Bruce, literally, when you start doing lives, you have to remind yourself when you go back to YouTube, don't touch. And then you have to remind yourself when you're on Twitch, hey, I can touch. So first time I went to touch, Bear was like, no. And I was like, it's okay. We on Twitch. We can do this. But it was weird, bro, because as I was taking that shield apart, I kept catching myself because I was like, wait a minute, I can't do this on YouTube. I can't give tutorials on how you do this and how you do that on YouTube. But I could do it over on Twitch. So as I'm taking this shield apart, I kept trying to take the shield off the screen. I was like, let me take it off the screen while I take the slide off. And then I'd show, and I had to keep reminding myself I was on Twitch. I could do it over there. And like I said, it ain't many people right now, but it'll build up. And that's something when you read the, watch all the tutorial videos, it'll tell you it's slow starting off and people slowly find you and you build a following. But the following you build over there kind of is better, man, because it's people who are geared to what you're trying to get out. Um, so I don't mind that. Can't find J Dog. Yeah, I wish I could pull it up on my other, but I can't. But I know it's J Dog Pimp Daddy C, and that C was capitalized. But maybe try not doing it capitalized. There's no There's no hyphens. There's no underscores. There's no nothing. It's a straight up just J Dog Pimp Daddy C. And you'll see his same logo that's on YouTube. It's the same logo. I got institutionalized by YouTube. I got damn PTSD by YouTube. They don't hit me with the PTSD. I'm scared to do anything. We're told beware of swatters while doing what we're doing as the channels grow. Yeah, I ain't worried about that. That's something that I took from uh, uh, dude off YouTube, the one that does the prison content. Um, he told me to notify my local sheriff's office that I was a YouTube personality, and we done that. We told him, hey, look, if you ever get some crazy ass phone call me first. Don't come kick my damn door in. Just call me. I don't know if Chanson is yet or not, but if J Dog goes, I promise you Chanson will go. I don't know if Chanson's went on there yet or not. And J Dog already had one. He didn't realize that he had set one up, so all he had to do was just change the name. No, there's no spaces. That's what I'm telling you. There's no spaces. It was all one solid name. Nah, I can't. It won't even let me minimize the screen. Damn. I was thinking maybe I could shrink my screen and pull it up, but it would end the live, so I can't do that. Damn. I know I've been told Kenrod's over there. I know Bear's over there. Oh shit. Paulie, me, y'all. Somebody else was talking about it yesterday. I know Jerome is over there, Desert Armory. Can't remember. Don't come up. Okay. Da, da, da. Damn. Yeah, I'd have to end this live to do it, or it give y'all the circle of death. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. Damn. Yeah, y'all give me an hour or so, and I'll go live on Twitch. Y'all jump on, and y'all can find them once y'all get to my page. I'm sure. I was hoping J Dog get on here, and he could tell me what I was saying wrong. Ripe and Ready Outdoors is there. Yep, Ripe and Ready. That's Xavier. He's over there. Wick, I got a question. We can't. It's not like YouTube where we could go see like let's say Ripe and Ready. Click on Ripe and Ready. It won't show you who their followers are and let you follow from that way or not. I didn't know if it like lets you look me up and see who my followers were and click on each name or whatever, or at least see how the names are spelled. Ooh, I was trying to see that. I'm not sure. It's not looking like it. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know enough about it to be able to. I know J Dog had a problem this morning. The first couple of times it wouldn't let him search nobody. And then I guess because he had just created the channel or whatever, and I was talking to him on Messenger back and forth, and then he come back and says, "Up, now it's working. I'm able to find people." So I know he had an issue finding people for the first few minutes. Mm. Guys, I got to bounce off here for right now. I'm gonna give me a few minutes and I'll go to Twitch and we'll see what we can find out. Love you guys. Stay strapped. Keep one of the two. Pay attention to what's going on around and be blessed. Betty, call me real quick. Betty, if you're in here, call me.